right, boys, we are back, and it's time to head into the offseason with our Quebec City Ace Nordiques. After a disappointing season, we wanted to defend that Stanley Cup from last year, but in round 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals, we lost in 5 games to the New York Rangers, who were truly just the better team. I mean, offensively, we just shut down. I'm not going to blame my defense. I'm not going to blame my goaltender, Markstrom or Eddie Lack, but 7 goals for in 5 games just ain't enough. I mean, 1 goal here, 1 goal there, another goal there. We got a win with 3 goals, which was nice, but then another game where we only had 1 goal for. So 4 of our losses, we scored 1 goal in that game. That is just not enough goal scoring support for your goaltenders. So it was definitely our offense that hurt us this year, and you might be able to chalk that up to Peter Mueller being gone and also Kulikov. I mean, these are 2 big players for our team. But you know what? Injuries are part of it. You got to move forward. So let's get into the offseason. Before we do that, we'll just do a whole wrap up here. Stats, player stats for the playoffs. Let's see who did what for us. I'm gonna call out the first and second line big time because the depth goal scoring, it was there kind of for us, but you know, in round 3, you need your best players to be your best players, and our first line just kind of shriveled up and died. Huberdeau, I forget how many points he had before the beginning of the 3rd round, but he was like a point-a-game player, and then he only got like a few points in that round, right? So not enough there. 14 points in 17 games. Casey Cizikas, I don't think he had a single point there in the 3rd round. Peter Mueller getting injured off that second line was a big loss, and Barkov, he didn't have the greatest. Yeah, he didn't have a point there in that last round. He had 4 points coming out of the 2nd round, didn't he? So the 3rd round really wasn't the greatest to Barkov or the whole second line. Cizikas, Eberle, 6 points in 16 games. He completely shriveled up there after the 2nd round, right? Holy crap. A lot of these guys just died off. See, we had some good secondary scoring. Hayes had some points. Shore, Matthias, yeah, they got the points. It was our top 2. It was definitely our top 2 lines. Let's see Kapitanov. Even Kapitanov, he's usually a point-a-game player easily. 13 points in 17 games. So, you know, our first line really shriveled up there. Absolutely. Morgan Riley, all right, all these guys. And look at all the players that we had to start as well, right? All these injuries. And then goaltenders, I'm not going to blame either goalie. Markstrom 2.03, Lack 2.27, not going to blame either one of them. 92.03, 94.07, not going to blame either one of our goaltenders. It was our lack of goals for in the playoffs this year, and that might have been because just coincidence. It might have been because Henrik Lundqvist and McDonough, right, or just a bad 5-game stretch. Who knows? Got to deal with it though. So let's simulate to the end. And I knew as soon as this season was over, we were going to get those comments. Start up a new GM mode. Definitely not starting up. Oh, actually, you know what? Hang on a second. Stop the simulation. Let's follow the AHL team. Why not, right? But definitely not going to be starting up a new GM mode just yet. I really want to have some fun here with the Quebec City Ace Nordiques. And also, I'm waiting for another roster update from EA Sports, all right? So hang on a second here. I want to send some players back down to the AHL team, help them out. Riley, Kulikov, Goodbranson, Puglia. Yeah, these guys. Send these guys down. Okay, I guess I got to bring some guys up. So I'll bring up Herbas. Not going to need you. I'll bring up Thrower. No, I could use these guys. Yeah, I could use all them. Braun I'll bring up. Yeah, I'll bring up Braun. He's part of the NHL team. All right, so I'll send down Krug and I'll send down Puglia. There you go. And then forwards, I'll bring up Greening, I'll bring up Terrell, I'll bring up Hayes, I'll bring up Bickle. I should have put in Bickle, that's what it was. We missed Bickle. Henriksen, Barkov has been injured, so I can't move him down. Negrin, Mantha, and that's pretty much it, right? Yeah. I'll just send Hartikainen down as well. So Barkov looks like he's going to be injured. He's not going to be back in time for the AHL playoffs. But there you go. Just improve the team a little bit. Pulock is sitting. Can I just switch him out for somebody? Murphy. He's got 4 stars, doesn't he? He's the same as, you know what? Yeah, I'll sit this Murphy guy, and I'll sit Pulock. I'll dress Pulock. Where's Murphy? There you go. And Pulock. Where is he? There he is. Okay. Very nice. Did that take any power play or penalty kill? I don't think so. 4-on-4 probably did, though. Hang on. 4-on-4. Yeah, Pulock. Okay. So, let's see what the AHL team can do. I think we are, what? 9-0. I think we just won that last game now. I think we're 9-0 in these playoffs. So let's see if this amazing run for the Calder can continue here with the San Antonio Rampage. How many Calders have we won? We've won our fair share of Calders. I guess that's a pretty good news. Yeah, we won the first round, we swept, second round we swept, and now the third round we've won our first one. So we're 9-0 in the playoffs so far. So I'm not gonna make line changes. We'll just follow these guys to see. Oh, Hunter Shinkaruk, you know what? Best lines, whatever about Pulock. Just get Hunter Shinkaruk in there. Ooh, and we lost our first game. So as soon as I start tracking them, they lose. Best lines. I'll just keep on going best lines. Ooh, Barkov, hang on. I'll send Barkov quickly back down to the minors. Okay, so hang on, Barkov, and I'll bring Bickle up. There you go, and Barkov, you can go down. All right, AHL team, boom. Barkov's on the second line now with Hurdle. With Negrin and Flake. Yeah, Shinkaruk's on the first line. That's fine by me. Just let them. They can play wherever they need to play. So let's see what's the. Holy shit, man! How many injuries do I need to have? I have a full freaking medical staff, don't I? Look at all the injuries that happened. Jesus. I got bit bad by the bug this year for sure. Continue. He's offering me another contract. 5 years, baby. I want 5 years with Quebec City. There you go. Load up on another 5-year deal. And oh my God, injuries. Jesus, the injuries happen way too much, man. Fuck. What I was gonna say. We're not going to start up a new GM mode just yet. Remember what I wanted to say? I wanted to have a dynasty with these guys. Now, I think because of this year, a dynasty is not going to happen anymore. But I still want to have that year where I trade away all of our older players and kind of retool for a reload, right? That would be when we leave it for the next GM. So we're not leaving Quebec City just yet. We had year 7. We're definitely going to get year 8 done. Maybe after year 8, we'll start up a new one. But I want to see how this year goes because eventually we're going to have to make some crazy trades. And this might be that year where we make some crazy trades. I had it in my own mind we were going to wait till next year to make them, but I don't know. That was a pretty deflating third-round exit right there offensively. I could use some studs. And with McCallick gone on the second line, you got to really get some studs now. But we might have the studs in the system, right? Barkov and Mantha might be able to hold it down offensively next year. Do we win? You know what? Shit, I was actually not even looking at it. I was talking there. Hang on. Did we win? Yeah, okay. So we won the Calder once again. Good job, boys. Good freaking job. Did they win it in? Hang on. 1, 2. Yeah. All right. So that should give a little bit of a boost to our players, hopefully. Let me blow my nose as well while this is loading. All right. So let's see who the retired players are. We'll go through all these. Russ. I was like Eberle. What the hell? Go down here. Marian Gabrick. He's gone. Okay. Keep going down. Keep going down. Where is Quebec City? I'm just making sure I don't pass it. Yep. New York. Jason Spezza's gone. Okay. Down here. All right. So we lost Colin Greening, Walter Cowan. That's it. We only lost Walter Cowan and Colin Greening. So McCallick did not retire. That is interesting. I expected him to retire for sure. Daniel Sedin and no, that's a different Girardi. Okay, and then goaltenders looks like that. You guys can see any of the goaltenders. All right, so we did not lose McCallick, but you know for a fact we have to replace McCallick this year. There's no doubt about that. So first things first, let's just, we'll go to GM options, and we'll go to scouting, and we'll check out the prospect game. Let's see in the top left corner if there's any studs out there. I'll keep an eye on like the 70s. The only thing is we're getting to the point now where there's a lot of 70s in there. So unless it's like a really high 70, I'm not going to try to remit like this guy, Dwayne Grabowski, enforcer left winger. Oh no, never mind. I thought he was 84 overall, 36 overall. Never mind. All right, let's just go through here. 30s. There's a lot of enforcers, aren't there? They're all 36 overall. Jesus. 72. No, I'm looking for like an 80 something. Okay. 58, 73 overall. I'm not going to remember those names. That's the reason. 74. So there's a few 70, like mid-70s, like Lou Stoll, Mark Dumont, Luke Stoll, Mark Dumont, Will McKenzie. All right, and yeah, that's about it. All right, so I'll try to remember those names. Probably won't be able to. Next on the list, let's check out contracts. Let's see what we got available to us this year. Let's see if any of those players dropped. All right, so Eddie Lack and Markstrom. We got to re-sign Eddie Lack this year. Markstrom we still have for another 3 years after that. So maybe it is time. I mean, they're both 30, 32 years old. Maybe it's time to go after that number 1 elite goalie now because it's nice when it works for us, but then that time in the playoffs, you know what? I'm not going to blame the goaltenders. It was our goals for, lack of goals for. Kapitanov still got the yellow star. Ekblad and Morgan Riley, all right, they still got the red stars. Yeah, all these guys still got the same. Right wingers, all right. I want to just see if, Mantha kept his gold star. Henriksen kept his gold star. That's good news for us. Hopefully they jump for next year. Barkov is still red star. That's fine. Okay. Yep, there's our contracts. Scouting. Yeah, we'll go scouting reports. We'll see who's available in the draft this year. So you got Dustin Sullivan. That was that sniper from the QMJHL, the guy who I was thinking I want to go after, right? You know what, though? He's not an NHL ready player by next year. He is 20 years old, though, so it's only like 5 years of getting ready. But I wanted to see if he was going to be like a first-line sniper ready to go, right? Valery Tolpeko. I don't know anything about that guy. Steven Kirka, all right. Looks like all these guys, yeah. So Dumont, Mackenzie, these were the 70 overall guys, right? Like top 10. Who was the other guy? Morris, I think it was, or was there another one? Stoll, Mackenzie, and Domont. All right, so those guys are top 10 picks. So if I get the 10th overall pick, I can get like a mid-70 guy. That's good. Dustin Sullivan, though, the only thing I like about him is he's a sniper center, and he is from the QMJHL. That would be perfect. I just don't know how good he is, right? So we'll see what my options are here in the draft. Is there anything else now? I'm just checking. Making sure. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we'll just quickly do awards. I always forget about that anyway, so we'll quickly just check out the awards. So your Stanley Cup champions are the New York Rangers, so at least the team that beat us won the Stanley Cup, so you could still make the argument that we were the second best team in the NHL. I know that is reserved for the other Stanley Cup finalists, but still, right? Like, we lost to the best team. Same thing as the team that faced them in the finals, so we're no different. President's Trophy, the Phoenix Coyotes, Clarence S. Campbell, Vancouver Canucks, so it was Vancouver versus the Rangers in the final. Torts versus AV. Art Ross, Jonathan Drouin. Hart Memorial, Jonathan Drouin. James Norris, Yuri Kapitanov, 4th year in a row. Lady Bing, Jonathan Drouin. Calder Memorial, Raphael Mayo. Conn Smythe, Henrik Lundqvist. Vesna, Jeremy Smith. William M. Jennings, Devon Dubnik, Bill Masterton, Brandon Burlon. Frank J. Selke, Jonathan Taves. Ted Lindsay, Jonathan Drouin. Maurice Richard, Jonathan Drouin. Okay, so that's looking all good. Playoff tree. Yeah, we're good to go. So let's head into the draft right now. You know what? Actually, let me just check one more thing about McCallick. I know he's going to drop for next year. I just want to see, has he already dropped? McCallick, left wingers. Hang on, left wingers. He's still 85. So I wonder. I might not want to sign him. I mean, sign just a trade. I don't want to do that. So let's simulate up here. I got to keep my GM reputation up there. Okay, so the Pittsburgh Penguins have the first overall pick once again, for God's sakes. We have the 27th overall pick, so let's see what we have to trade away here if we want to go after that Dumont guy. So Pittsburgh Penguins, I don't know what's wrong with Pittsburgh, man. They got Crosby, Malkin, James Neal, Letang. They've held on to them for like 7 years, and they have McDavid, McCarty, who's another like 4.5-star first overall pick, I think. All right, and they still like won't trade one of these players to become a playoff team. It's ridiculous. It's because they won't get another goalie other than Marc-Andre Fleury, 83 overall. God, man, stupid how friggin' Pittsburgh Penguins are in last. All right, so at least they want to give up their first overall pick. So let's see if we can do this. Obviously, I'd give up my first and my second for that. Now, let's see if there's anybody we can give up. Speaking of goalies, maybe we can dump off Markstrom to them. No, hold on to Markstrom. I'm just trying to think of ways that we can make this trade. Ekblad, Kapitanov, Riley, Myers, and Kulikov. See what I mean? I mean, next year is the year to trade away Myers and Kulikov, not this year. So I don't want to trade away one of them right now. And I don't think, they can't accept the salary. Never mind. All right, well, hang on. I have to wait on that. Everly, no. McCallick, can't trade away McCallick because he's only got 1 year left. Henriksen, 6 years left. I signed him to that big deal. No, I'm not trading him. Artikainen, no. Shinkaruk, no. Centers, Sezikis, Shore. Maybe Shore might be the one to go this year. Nah, Shore works out on that third line now. We have a pretty good defensive core. No. Shore doesn't go anywhere. That's a waste just to get a first overall pick for no reason. Mueller's only got 1 year left. Can't trade him. Matthias, 2 years left. Matthias might be somebody who should be traded now because he's fourth line material on this team right now. And he's dropping his defensive awareness. He's still good offensively, but he's good as a third line center. He's being moved off that third line now. You know what? I wouldn't mind trading away Sean Matthias. He's 32 years old as well now, right? And 2 years left. Won't be able to trade him away next year because 1 year left on the deal, and he's got decent trade value for this. So you know what? Hang on. Let me throw in Sean Matthias right there. Okay, we're gonna need somebody with some trade value here. Somebody. Huberdeau, Kapitanov. Oh, no. No. Good Branson. Could trade away Good Branson now. Could. 82 overall. Let's see. What did he do for us this year? I know he gets a lot of penalty minutes, but he's still a plus player. He's a plus player even with 1 point, boys. Do I want to trade away Good Branson? What are my defensive options? Hang on, let me just see. I could trade away Good Branson because I have Pouliot coming up, right? Not counting a Kapitanov here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Pouliot and yeah, you know what? I could trade away Good Branson now. Yeah, we could trade. We could unload Good Branson. All right, so Good Branson. Let me just see this. Good Branson, Matthias, a first and a second for that. I still don't think that'll go through. Another draft pick. We already traded away our first for next year. I'm not going to any more years after that. Let me see if there's anybody else we can add in this with some decent trade value. Mantha, no. No. Clifford, no. Hart to Kanan, no. I'm not getting rid of Hart to Kanan. Negrin, no. Murphy, you know what? I can give away Murphy. There you go. Yeah, they can accept him. All right, so we have multiple phones for this, so let's try this out first. The first overall pick for a first, a second, Sean Matthias, Good Branson, and Ryan Murphy. Will it go through? No, it did not. All right, so I didn't think that would go through. I'm trying to really get a little bit from this, but let's see what we can do here. Pittsburgh. Whoa. Pittsburgh, because even if this player isn't ready to go, he's perfect for like the future, kind of a retool, you know, because, well, I was saying that Jordan Eberle, he might be gone in a couple of years, so there's that perfect replacement. Doesn't have to play center. He can if he's listed as a center anyways. Hang on. All right, so where am I going? Good Branson, yep. Not sure. Matthias, yep. All right, we're going to have to give up something else in this. Something else is going to have to go. You know what? Hang on. Do they have anybody on their team that I could replace that is like this Bailey guy? What's he got? No, he's only 65 overall. I was thinking of getting him for a two-way forward to replace Shore, but no, 65 overall. That's not good enough. Niskanen, Bennett. So you know what? Suter could replace Shore. I think Suter might be able to replace Shore down there. Two-way forward, 82. He's got, yeah, you know what? So he's not as good offensively, but I think he's better defensively. You know what? He's got the same age on him, and I'm just thinking because the trade value, right? I mean, I could add him into the deal and then put Shore in there now. What am I missing out on Shore? Hang on. Yeah, Suter's got the better poise. He's better physically. Well, fighting skill anyways. He's not, I'm just trying to see who's better offensively. I think Shore's better offensively, but we've moved him off the second line now. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to make this trade. Brandon Suter for Shore. Hang on. Yeah, the age is the same as well, pretty much, so that's fine. So that will help out with the first overall pick a little bit, hopefully. Okay, yeah, we'll try that. So a first, a second, Good Branson, Matthias, and Shore for Suter, and a first. Will it go through? No, it did not. All right, so I think Suter adds a little bit too much onto that. Damn, this is a hard trade to make. I know I could easily give up like Kulikov, but that's something I don't want to do, right? Do they have any defensemen I could take back if I trade away Kulikov? How good is this? No, too much, way too much money. No, I don't want any of that. Fleury, maybe trade away. No, I'm not getting Fleury. Forwards. Let me just go through this again. Campbell, no. Don't need any of these guys. No. McCarty, no. No, it has to just be the first overall pick. There's no way I'm getting anything else in there. So let's just try this once again. The first, the second, okay. I'm not giving up Shore now because I'm not getting that center back. But maybe instead of Good Branson, we go with, how about Kulikov now? 4 years at 4.5. He got injured for us big time. I mean, I like his offensive awareness. He was a -7 this year, +4 in the playoffs. Offensive awareness is up there. Defensive awareness, I mean, he's a good defenseman. Don't get me wrong, right? But maybe it is time to have that rebuild. So you know what? We'll do it. Yeah, because I'd rather hold on to Myers than Kulikov. Well, actually, let's see. Myers. Yeah, I'd rather hold on to Myers than Kulikov. Yeah. So, yeah. Rather hold on to Myers. All right. Actually, hang on. I know I'm taking a while here, boys, but you know what? Screw it. I'm going to trade away Myers. I'm going to hold on to Kulikov. His contract is better. His years are better. His age is better. His overall is slightly less. They're both two-way defensemen. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of Tyler Myers for this, all right? So Myers, there you go. That'll put it through for sure. Myers and now Matthias. All right, there you go. And I will add in the 7th. All right, so we're going to give up that. Now let me just see again. If I can get anything else, and get a first for next year as well with this. I mean, Myers is a lot, right? So, just let me go through this again. Myers. No, you know, I won't mess around with it. All right, so Tyler Myers, a first, a second, Matthias, and a 7th. You know what? I'll take Sean Matthias out of here now. He doesn't need to be in for the trade to go through. So, first, second, 6th, the 7th, and Tyler Myers for Pittsburgh's first overall pick. Will it go through? Still not, really. All right, maybe Matthias does need to be in it. All right, so this is the last trade here, so I got to make sure I do this the right way. Man, Pittsburgh, they're driving a hard bargain for this first overall pick. All right, so once again, the first, the second, Myers. You know what, boys? This is actually going long. I do not want to lose everything. Just hang on 1 second here. All right, that's a lot better. I was getting worried because we were going over 20 minutes already. So I was, yes, Myers first, second, Myers, and it's got to be Matthias. I know we're giving up a lot here, but I've replaced Matthias with Shore. Myers can be replaced with Pouliot, and I can get another defenseman if I need to, right? It's a big loss, but we need to get. I want to try out that center sniper. All right, so there you go. Now, if this doesn't go through, then whatever. I mean, we're just not getting it, okay? So, first, a second, Tyler Myers, Sean Matthias, a 7th for the first overall pick for Pittsburgh. Will it go through? Yes, it did. All right, so I'm happy to accept the proposal on behalf of the Pittsburgh Penguins, finally. All right, so we finished with that, so let's draft. Now, it's saying that Dustin Sullivan's going first. There's also a few goals. Oh, shit, I didn't even check out the goalies. Brathwaite, Robinson Brathwaite. I'm actually in that position where I should maybe draft a goalie, but you know what? I can't pass up on a chance to get a sniper. The only thing is Valerie Topeko. Hopefully he's not better than Sullivan, but well, you know what? Whatever, we'll go with it. Dustin Sullivan from the QMJHL, perfect French Canadian to play for the Quebec City Ace Nordiques. So Brathwaite went to Winnipeg. That was that goalie. Topeko went third to Columbus, and then Mahalik and Kirka. So Winnipeg, Columbus, Minnesota, Ottawa. So it's going to be Columbus, Minnesota, Ottawa, Winnipeg. Columbus, Minnesota, Ottawa, Winnipeg. Columbus, Minnesota, Ottawa, Winnipeg. All right, so we'll check out those draft picks. All right, so Columbus, Minnesota, Ottawa, Winnipeg. Contracts. Columbus. There you go. So we'll check out Columbus. They picked up Brathwaite, right? Let's see this goalie that I missed out on. I think they got that goalie, didn't they? Oh no, they must have got a player. Hang on. Oh, they got Topeko. Right, they got Topeko. Hang on. Where are you? There you go. Topeko. So a two-way forward, 61 overall, 3.5 green star potential. Pretty good player right there, but I didn't need to grab him, so that's not that bad. So Columbus, Minnesota. Let's see who's up next. Minnesota, did they get the goalie? Let's see. Mahalik. They got the second goalie, Brad Mahalik, stand up, 51 overall, 3.5 star potential. Okay. Minnesota. Who else is it? Winnipeg and okay, damn it, I forget. Ottawa and Winnipeg. Yeah, Ottawa and Winnipeg. Ottawa got. They must have got another player in there. Kirka, 75 overall offensive defenseman. All right, so this guy was a pretty good 5th overall pick for the Ottawa Senators. Look, passing is already 91, offensive awareness 86. There's another Yuri Kapitanov, but a German Yuri Kapitanov right there. Speed already 90. Jesus, this guy, he's a future Norris Trophy winner right there. But hopefully our sniper was good enough. Winnipeg, we'll just do Winnipeg before I check out my player. Winnipeg. They had the goalie there, right? They had Brathwaite, yes. Brathwaite, Robinson Brathwaite, 19 years old, 72 overall, 3.5 or 4.5 star potential. So he would have been a good goalie to draft as well. So I'm not saying that I drafted the wrong player. We're going to check out my player here in a second. Hang on. We're going to end the video right here. We'll do re-sign free agency in the offseason in the next video, but that's where you guys come in. Who should we re-sign? Who should we allow to go to free agency? And what trade should we try to make in free agency? What players should we try to attain, right? because we already what's it called? We already got rid of Myers, so that's a big hole in defense that we've just left. All right, so where's my? He's a center. Hang on, rookie skaters. He's probably gonna be shit. Hang on, let's see. Sullivan. Oh my God. Yeah, my first overall pick. 3.5-star potential, 58 overall. All right, but remember, that's still the same kind of potential that Dauphin had, right? The 3.5-star green potential. Hopefully he stays like that. And he is 20 years old, so it's only like 5 years to get better. But I don't know. In hindsight, maybe Brathwaite would have been a better first overall pick to get. But not the end of the world, all right? He can sit down there in the minors. He's got the green star, which is good enough. But let's go through the rest of our team here. So who should we get for next year? Goaltenders. We got Eddie Lack and Markstrom. I think we got to re-sign Eddie Lack, right? He wants, he wants a lot. So maybe this is the last year for Lack. Sign him and then trade him after this year. Trade Markstrom as well, because then we can get that elite goalie, right? Go down here. I'll just clean up some of this while I'm at it. All right. Defensively, yeah, we got these guys still signed. Pouliot, so 1, 2, 3. We got 3, and then we need a top 4 defenseman there. All right, so maybe make a trade. Or maybe Pouliot jumps if he stays 26 and doesn't jump to 27 by next year. All these guys down here, yeah, you can see them all. Right wingers, Jordan Eberle, Hayes. All right, all these guys, or at least this guy, I don't need him. Okay, left wingers. Let me just go like this. McCallick is still 85, all right, but you know he's going to drop this year, so I don't want to just sign a player to trade him. That's going to hurt your GM reputation. I don't want to do that. Maybe he just lets him go this year. You guys can weigh in on that. Mantha, maybe signed to a long-term deal now. Bickle, he's still kicking. Yank, and this guy, release you. How much does Mantha want, actually? Hang on. Because he's 25. I mean, he should jump. All right, so, yeah, he's saying that he's going to jump next year, basically. 2 years, he already wants like 3.6. So after this year, Mantha should be NHL ready. 83, 84 overall, he should be. And then next year, the big jump to 87, 88, hopefully. Hopefully that's what he turns out to be. All right, and then centers, Jonathan Huberdeau. Cizikas, so that's what I mean. We got Huberdeau, Cizikas, and Shore as our 1, 2, 3 on the center line, right? And they're 27, 29, 29 years old. You can hold on to them for another 3, 4 years easily, right? So that's why I made that decision, and that's why what's his name was gone. But Mueller, same thing as McCallick. I don't really want to sign a guy just to trade him, but his salary is a little bit less. Terrell Barkov, all right, Barkov. How much does he want now? He's let's see. Yeah, maybe a little bit. He might be jumping, but might be one more year for Markov down in the minors than all these guys, right? There you go. So Sullivan, pretty shitty first overall pick, but you know what? In 2-3 years, maybe he's not such a shitty first overall pick. We'll see. But in hindsight, that Brathwaite goalie might have been the right way to go. But you know what? Time will tell. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know, and I will see you in the next video.